The Black Swan is a swashbuckling pirate adventure movie. I've actually seen this one before, but I forgot because I had a pirate phase and I was watching like everything pirate about maybe a decade ago. So this movie is about Jamie Boy. He is a rough and tumble pirate who gets captured at the beginning of the movie. He gets released, however, because of Captain Morgan. He is basically, not the rum guy, but he's basically a pirate who is teamed up with the King of England, got pardoned. He's going to work for the King of England and they become aristocrats, essentially. However, there is a faction of pirates that don't want to work for the king, and they team up with a underhanded villain from the court to give them inside information so the pirates can like loot all the ships and kill all the people. So Jamie Boy and Captain Morgan look really bad in the eyes of the court, so now he is tasked with basically finding the rogue pirates who they used to hang out with and take them down. So this movie has a lot of politics, a little bit of romance in there. There's like a sort of brutish, Jamie Boy really likes the Maureen O'Hara's character. She's like the daughter of one of the gentlemen there. And she doesn't like him at first because, you know, she's all like, like he plays it really strong. And like, it's really, looking at it now, it seems really like, what's the word, creepy. Because, you know, this movie was made in 1942, but like the way he just sort of like just pushes himself up against her in every possible moment, to the point of kidnapping her too. But she changes her mind and she's like, it's okay now, because, you know, he's groaning on me. And that was really uncomfortable. But I think the biggest flaw of the movie is that there's not enough sword fights. There's one sword fight at the end that's pretty awesome. The rest of the movie has no sword fights. Oh, there is a quick sparring match in the middle of the movie, but what's a pirate movie without swashbuckling? There's plenty of ships, there's politicking, there's rogue characters, there's interesting things like that, but there's barely any sword fights. There's like a group melee at the beginning, there's a quick sparring duel in the middle, and then a good sword fight at the end. So there's like 3 total, not really, because the first opening melee is just like people going like this, you know, and then the second one lasts like 5 seconds. The only noticeable sword fight is the ending sword fight, which is definitely, but this movie definitely influenced the ride and the film Pirates of the Caribbean for sure. I mean, they have the same locations like Port Royal, Tortuga, you know, the political climate of the king versus pirates and hanging pirates at any moment. So the Black Swan, you know, it's a little dated because of the romance. It's really awkward. It's forceful on the man's part. That made me uncomfortable. But overall, pretty good cast and production design. But it just seems a little bit basic when you compare it to other sword fighting movies. It doesn't even have that much sword fighting in it, and it's okay. I mean, there's a reason why I forgot that I watched it. You know, a decade later, I just forgot that I watched it. So like. Overall, yeah, The Black Swan is an okay time. I give it a 6 out of 10.